Now I want to ask you a question, Chanti. Is it true that this particular samosa with the cauliflower is only made here in Bengal?
Yes. Only in Bengal do they make it with the cauliflower.
So that's the feature. It's the addition of the cauliflower that makes it different to everywhere else.
Yes.
Right, what we've got here, we've got chopped, very smallly, finely chopped potato and little florets of cauliflower, and they really are mini little pieces. So you can see they're all going to cook together at the same time. And there's a few other spices to add to this and a few little surprise ingredients too. The first thing, just in a preheated pan here, I'm just going to use a little touch of vegetable oil. Is that enough? You'll notice now, into the third dish, I'm being a bit more liberal. To begin with, it was a teaspoon or two, forever being told more. So potatoes are going in first. And with that, I can put the cauliflower straight away. And now just a good stir in the pan. We just allow this really to simmer away in the oil. It's not like pre-boiling it or anything like that. It'll just break down too much, and you still want a little bit of texture left into it.
You want the texture.
So we'll just let these cook away nicely. Let me show you the spices that we're going to use. Because here, I've got just finely grated ginger. Here's a couple of the surprise ingredients I mentioned, because we've got roasted peanuts. Now, that's not something you see an awful lot in Indian food, really.
No.
And with that, some little soaked raisins. And notice these are those sort of yellow golden raisins, and these have been soaked just in water to soften them up.
And aniseed.
And some aniseed. And that's one of the flavours I notice as well. When you're working with spices like that, you add them at the very end. Because then again, there is such a difference, I think, in taste. When you add them now and they cook out, quite often that liveliness of the aniseed is lost underneath it. So what you want is always that, to get that freshness, which works very well. Right, now we're allowing these to colour, well, and soften, but just little tinges I'm getting on some of the cauliflower, as you can see here. Just little bits and pieces. Now these are just starting to soften, and I think, yes, I agree with you. I think I'm going to put all that ginger in. Yeah, all the ginger.
Ginger just enhances the taste.
It does enhance. So ginger as it is. Now we're going to add the peanuts. Again, you can see just been roughly chopped. We don't have to worry too much about those, so let's just pop those in. Also with the raisins.
The aniseed.
Some salt.
And the aniseed.
And sugar next, yes?
Yes.
We'll go for sugar. And do you normally add quite a lot of sugar to this? Okay, so just that. And let me just give that one more toss, and the very last thing we'll add the aniseed. And then you can allow this to cook down just a little bit more for a few minutes, and then it'll be ready. I think we can be quite adventurous with this aniseed, yeah? That's probably about right. Would you agree? You see, you're getting me that smile now, Chanti, because you're saying he's learning. That's what you're telling me. Okay, now I can really feel that softness going on. Very tender. So we can let this just cook away. And the nicest thing is, you put the lid on, leave it on a low heat, let it simmer away, and you can get on with making a dough. And that is made literally, I think, just from flour, bit of ghee, water and salt.
A pinch of salt.
A pinch of salt. Ah, you see, we're holding back now. Right. Now we can turn that out, and you have to wait until this is completely cooled before you can make it into the samosas. Otherwise, of course, it's going to break down that dough you spent all that time making. There's the actual lovely dough, and look at the texture. I think that's
just perfect.
So simple, easy to make, from flour, bit of ghee, water and salt. What I've done then is to make them into little balls just like that. Roll it into a very, very thin oval shape, and then we cut those in half to create a D shape. And what I'm going to do is just take a little touch of water. I've just got cold water here, and just brush it around the inside like that.
Fold here.
Hang on, let's have a look at this. So I'm being shown now exactly how you do it.
One fold here.
One fold here like that.
Yes. And here.
So, oh, I see. You've done a one fold there like that, and one fold like that to create around the outside there. And you're going to have something like this. Now, a little bit of water, you said.
And then put the stuffing in.
And here we've got the stuffing. And we're just going to pop that in. So we've got really lots of filling and really packing in flavour like this. Because then, as you eat it, don't find that all you're left with is lots of paste and no filling.
So
I
you
think
get
it's
a
about
filling
right,
with
isn't
every
it?
bite.
You can
Yes.
see like that now how that's standing out.
And
Right,
now
one
seal
little
it.
touch of water again, and all we're going to do is seal it
Yes.
like this.
And you
We
can
can
make
just-
them into a small size for cocktail samosas or a larger size
Right,
for evening tea. There you are.
let me put it on here so you can really see that shape. Simple as that. Now, the next thing, which is the best bit of the lot, of course, is to cook them. So,
Very gently drop them into the oil. So
Now, if
it's
we put-
sizzling hot.
just half a dozen or so in here, and we'll have those really nice and golden brown.
They're coming out beautifully. Look at the color.
It is lovely,
Light
isn't it?
tinge of color.
I can't handle that.
It's too
It's
hot.
so hot. I just can't hold it. I think one of the beauties of cooking in India, you don't need to use much gas here because it's so hot. It's so hot. It's between 43 and 45 degrees. So I think they're being cooked on both sides. The sun is helping. So you could say they're very naturally cooked. Now, looking at this colour, Chianti, do you think that that's about the right colour
Yes,
for them?
they are perfectly done.
You don't think they should take on any more?
No, because the flour is very, very thin. So and the inside, the mixture is cooked. So
Yes.
basically it is cooked.
Okay, and they feel, you can, I don't know if
Yes,
you can
they
hear this, but it's very, very crispy, very firm. Okay, let's pop some of these on here. Now, the other point is that when you're cooking these, if you do allow them to go to too much of an over-rich, deep colour, after a period the oil begins to thin, and then it does become, this dough also will become absorbent if it's in there for too long. So this nice light golden is going to give you the perfect finish. Now look at those. There you have
They're perfectly done.
the most beautiful pulka jingara, which is a cauliflower samosa. Now I'm looking forward to trying this.
Crisp on the outside, soft inside. Nice.
Cauliflower, potato, aniseed, just letting that off.
Yes.
That would be absolutely glorious.
The
Jyoti,
perfect.
what can I say? I can only give you the biggest of thank yous. It's been really just
Thank
yet
you so
another
much. Thank you
experience
so
for
much.
me. It really has. Where are my sous chefs? You've got to come and try this, guys. I'll cut some up for you.
You can smell the cauliflower actually from here.
Tuck in. It's really tasty.
Yeah, really good.
But it's damn good.
Yeah, they're good.